It's a 4 feet times 8 feet drywall. So this is a 2 pair. 2. So I have a sedan. This is a 4x8 drywall. I cannot to put into a sedan. I have to cut. So I will cut 3 feet times 4 feet. 1, 2, and last one is 2 feet. So 3, 3, and 2. So that will become 3 pieces. So I can put in my sedan. So I needed to using the T square, a knife, and the ruler. So if 2 drywall fit in the sedan, perfect.
知道我一生都会爱上他，虽然他只是只小小青蛙，爱的感觉，爱的滋味，是一生一世一直美。
So when you cut the drywall, the size, you have to stop at the joister. This is a joister. Also, this is a joister. So you can put this one side. So whatever cut should be cut on align the joister. Then you cut the right drywall size. Then you can using the screw and tap over here. Otherwise, if you cut the drywall like here, you cannot punch the screw. Okay, so that's the problem. So the outlet box is not enough. So we have to pull it out, a little bit out. So the box line has to be aligned with this drywall. So it has to be pulled out a little bit to align. So the proper outlet box has to be extend from the joist from the start. It's about 5/8, not a ½ inch. Has to be 5/8 to stretch out. Then it can align with the drywall. So the bead, wear out the bead, cannot drive the screw in. So this one is not good. Okay, it's wear out. Okay, on the bead, and this one is much better. So I can test using this one and also this one and see the difference. So using the first one to drive the bead to test. Okay, we see to go in, but it cannot go further. See, I can see that here. Okay, see that. Cannot go further. Using the third one, this is the one. Much better. So you can drive further down. See? Okay, it can go down. See, okay. So this is how the good bead and wear out bead. This is the wear out. Put the 3/4 of the wood behind it because there's no stud to support. So we have to using this additional wood put in. So then it can be aligned. Okay. If you want to cut the outlet opening on the drywall, the best is using the screw, use the drill to drill a 4-corner hole. Now you're using the knife to cut this one here, and also back the other side. Also cut the other side so that you can open it. So you cut this one from hole to hole, and the other side hole to hole. That can be easily and precisely cut the opening. So this is a cut opening. So you can leave 1/8 the spacing. 1/8 spacing up and 1/8 spacing down. So for the gap. Okay, if you cut it exactly, you cannot put in the opening. Okay, that's good. So when you want to cover the area with the drywall, you make sure that the two sides, the edge, has a wood, so your screw can screw in. Okay, this is the area. And also, when you want to screw it, you make sure you know where is the wood is. Okay. ，when you buy the drywall compound from the home center, it usually is a little bit dry. You need to add some water to make it thinner. So when you patch, it's much easier and less bubble. And when you patch, it's good to manipulate. So a lot of time we will run across an even, okay, the even wall. Okay, so you see this, it's okay. I think we cannot do much about it, but we can just cover it with a patch under here. Then later on we can using the paper to cover it, and we were using a second patch to cover this gap. So in this elevate area, so you make sure you put the tape on here, okay? Then later on you can, when harden, then you can cover it, okay? And make sure there's no bubble, okay? Okay, this is a smooth area, that's be fine. So this part doesn't cover, so we're using a compound go here, inside, okay? Put compound, and we scratch, okay? So this is not a bubble, but it's okay. But when we do the second patch, we will cover it. But this is but as long as the paper can cover, can stick to all solid, okay? So this is okay. When we do the second patch, it will cover it. A big gap, okay? We need using a compound to fill out this page, this gap. Then you put the paper, so it cover, okay? Okay, there's a big gap, okay, over here. You have to fill up the gap, the compound, in order to, then you put the drywall paper. Then, so we fill up the compound in the gap area, so we can put the paper in, okay? Put the paper, drywall paper, okay? In this area, tiny area, I'm not going using the drywall compound to cover it. I will cut the size of this one, okay? And also this one, the shape to put on here. Then I will using a drywall compound to and the drywall paper to patch it. So this is too big, using the drywall compound to do it. If it is not to become harder, then you can continue use it. Then you cover it, and if it's too dry, and you add some water on the surface. If the gap is too big, then you have to fill up first. Okay, fill out space. So this I fill up. That's all the space. I will put the paper. Drywall paper. So after I put on the drywall paper, I scraped the excess compound. So the start is only here. The rest is now only here. So we put on here. We have to be careful. So in the second patch, so you will see there's a bubble here. So I will cut it. Okay. So there's another bubble here. And here there's a bubble. Which is not nice, yeah. So this paper sometimes go in here, like here, this one. Okay, I have to clean up. So this is the bubble, okay. It's soft, okay, soft. So I will later on I will using a knife to cut it and patch again. Okay. This I have to fix. So you cut the drywall like this, then you can easily bend it, okay, like this. Okay. So exactly. So that's the normal case. Usually on the patch here, and the corner here, and that also the corner, they all need to be patched. It's on here, have to patch corner. So when you do the patch like this, okay, scrape it, okay, then cut smoothly. Then you put on the paper. So after you put on paper, you scrap it and scrap it. Just remove additional. Okay, corner one. So there's a gap. You have to fill up the gap first. Okay, like this. You fill up the gap. So after you fill up the gap with the compound, and you put this paper, okay, fold the paper to be like this, then you put on here to stick to a corner, then down to here. Okay, using the putty knife to scrape, okay, addition away. Okay. Same here, scrap additional compound away. This is the patch. Okay, so let it dry for a while, and you can put the second coat, just cover it. In this case, I put the corner, okay, patch corner. Then I put the paper in there. Okay, stick there. Okay, press on the corner and go down. Okay. And using putty knife to do it. Nail you drive through has to be lower, okay, than the surface, and you can do this to the patch, recovery. Okay, the same here. Okay, is lower. Okay, do not to be higher, so you can scratch. So this nail is a little bit higher. See. So we need to cover second coat. So this is the corner. So we will cover it with the paper. Sometimes we encounter this situation when we using the putty knife to scrape away excess compound. You will run face like this. So what we have to do is just cover it. Okay, then you do the scrape paper again, scrape it again, and it should be cover it. Okay, cover it, then do it again, then it will go away. Okay, this is that means it's not enough compound in this area. Now we can do it away, scrape it again. Okay. If not enough, we can put extra compound here, and we do the scrap again. Okay, that should be good. So here is a bubble. Okay, I mean doesn't have enough compound in here, so I'll be using this one to go inside. Okay, to fill up. Okay, take it up, okay, and scrape, okay.